Today we're going to take a look at the Dexter 86.5-inch long Easy Lube 6,000 pound trailer axle with electric brakes and the 6 on 5.5-inch bolt pattern. Now this axle beam will act as part of your trailer suspension system. It'll replace an axle that's on your trailer, and you can fabricate a suspension to fit your application. It is high-strength steel construction. The axle tubing diameter on this is about 3 inches. And this is an underslung design axle, and by that I mean that the spring seats right here are welded to the underside of the axle for mounting your leaf springs to. That'll give you a nice low ride height, makes it very easy to load and unload your trailer, and the spring seats and the spindles are all welded to the axle. Now you might notice on the center here there's a bend in the axle. This is what will give you the proper camber angle. Basically, when you install this axle, that bend should face up, and the label right here should face the rear of the trailer. Now if that label is missing, you can just use the wires in the axle for the electric brakes. Those should also face the rear of the trailer. So basically, having the center right a bit higher and the sides of that axle bent lower, it allows the axle to give just enough to compensate for the load that's put on the trailer. This bend will create a nice zero camber angle for even road to tread contact across the width of your trailer tires, and ensures that the angle of the wheels is correct for your towing needs. The result is excellent straight line acceleration for nice steady controlled towing. Now the spindles on this, they are a straight Easy Lube spindle, so there's no drop to them. And being an Easy Lube design, what's nice about it is they have these built-in grease zerk fittings on the end of the spindle. Allows you to attach a grease gun to it and pump grease into your bearings without having to take apart the whole hub here and manually grease each fairing. So it makes it very simple to maintain. The electric brakes here, they're very easy to install. Now for this video, we've attached them to the axle. And with electric brakes, it's nice because there's no actuator or hydraulic lines necessary with electric brakes. All you'll have is these two wires coming out the back that just need to be connected. One wire goes to a brake feed, the other to a ground. The adjuster plugs, mounting bolts, hardware, they're all included. And these are cast iron hubs and drums, which are very sturdy and durable. The drum size itself is 12-inch diameter, 2 inches wide. Bolt pattern, 6 on 5.5-inch bolt pattern. Wheel stud diameter is 1/2 inch. And the wheel size that'll fit on this is 14.5 inches up to 16 inches. And because we have this all installed on it, it will include everything you need. The inner and outer bearings on the inside, the bearing races, the grease seals. The grease caps are included, and they are the Easy Lube grease caps. And those are nice because when they're installed, you'll have this center rubber plug that you can pop out to access that zerk fitting when you use your grease gun. Wheel studs, lug nuts are all included, and even a tube of the marine grade wheel bearing grease. This part is made in the USA. Weight capacity is 6,000 pounds. And there's two critical measurements when you buy an axle that you want to be aware of. The first one is hub face to hub face length, and that's measured from the hub face right here where the wheel studs are. If you measure from here all the way across the axle to the hub face on that side, it'd be 86.5 inches. And the other one is the spring center to spring center length. That's the center of the spring seat all the way across the center of the spring seat over there. On this one will be 71.5 inches, and that's usually roughly the trailer width also. But that should do it for the review on the Dexter 86.5-inch long Easy Lube 6,000 pound trailer axle with the electric brakes and the 6 on 5.5-inch bolt pattern.